Peter's, the existence of Peter's position, the existence of Fusion and ABC News. It's all about finding you where you are. We're all trying to find you, whether it's through email or whether it's through Twitter or Facebook. We're all trying to come to you and get on your radar screen. And that's why, as Peter said, the content has to be different, and certainly the delivery device is different. So that's what's exciting about the digital world, is that you've never cracked the code. As soon as you figure out something, such as how to get people to come to your homepage, the game changes and you have to do something different.
Yeah,
That's a very good point.
Mike actually wrote this story, speaking of Rand Paul, a couple months ago, signed up for Snapchat, which was kind of ridiculed a little bit by a lot of people online, but it's actually a very, very
Is everybody know what Snapchat is? I'm not
So
getting
it's
to
like,
the into the audience.
if you don't, it's a mobile app where you send pictures and video of just stupid, funny things to your friends.
I have two. I have a
And it vanishes.
15-year-old daughter, and
It
that's all
disappears.
they do. Right.
They haven't really released how many U.S. users they have, but it's about 8 million, which is, larger audience than any network morning show.
So how
or
does
certainly
Rand Paul
cable
use it,
morning
though?
show. Well, he sends out pictures from Berkeley last week, or he was in San Francisco last week before he spoke at Berkeley and sent out a Snapchat of him eating at the In-N-Out Burger, out there, which, we all love In-N-Out Burger, right?
Yeah, we do.
Again, candidates like these platforms because they don't have to go through the
They
media.
control it, right.
They don't have to face tough questions. They can put out the image they want, but they can still reach millions of users where they are. They don't have to go through the mainstream media. What we're talking about is just fragmentation of the media. I mean, the Pew, you mentioned some Pew studies earlier. They did an amazing piece of research last year where they went back and looked at 1985. In 1985, they surveyed Americans and said, they showed the face of Dan Rather to people, who was then the highest rated evening news anchor in the country. 50% of Americans could say, oh, it's Dan Rather. Today, they did the same thing with the highest rated evening news broadcast, which when they did the survey was NBC Nightly News. And only a quarter of Americans could recognize Brian Williams by face. That doesn't mean that television news is extinct. It just means now it's one part of the puzzle as opposed to like the voice of God that it used to be. So again, the challenge for CNN, ABC, Politico is sort of reaching people on all of these different platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. There's a study out today. There's more, this was in the Financial Times. Apparently there are more now Instagram users in the United States than Twitter users.
So
campaigns.
Rand Paul knew what he was doing.
Exactly. Again, it was sort of mocked by legacy media figures and sort of the snark police on the internet, but it's actually a rather sophisticated move, and I'm surprised that many politicians didn't get there first.